Hey all, it's Jason Puckhead Diebel here, and it's time for another edition of Puck Tips. This is where I come to you with fitness gear and products that are working well for me, and then I share it with you so that you can get best results, which products to go get without having to do a lot of trial and error and sending stuff back and forth, which is always a pain in the butt, right? Bam. So first is why. Why would I need to use this? Here's the thing. I've been doing pull-ups. I finished Hammer and Chisel with about 40 days into it, and then I wanted more exercise, so I started doing P90X resistance exercises. So every other day I'm doing pull-ups, right? And I get to the point where I can do 16, 18 pull-ups, and that's still not getting me super sore. So the next step, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips. Right, I started out, I could barely do 5, 6 dips. Then I got to 12, then I get to 18, and now it's like I can actually add weight when I do dips. So this particular belt, Brute Belt, I think it's made by Rogue Fitness, and it's got just like these little carabiners on it. So you can take the carabiners and move it to different positions on the belt, depending what works best for you. And what they say to do is grab a weight, string it in this, and then clamp it back on. Now you go to do your pull-ups. It's a weighted pull-up. And they're typically doing like Olympic size rubber weights. You put a big weight underneath you, it looks very significant. It's really only 25 pounds. But you can do the same thing supposedly with a dumbbell. So they show it in the video. He just takes a dumbbell, places it down here. But what I've noticed is now if you're gonna swing around at all, that dumbbell's loose and it could come out. So one thing I'm doing is I pull it a little bit to one side and I wrap it around one time. So now I have that added security that it has one wrap in it and it can still wiggle it around a little bit. Now, depending on where this belt lands on you, that's a dangerous area of the body right in this area. So if you have a heavy weight, you want to make sure it's low enough not to interfere with anything that's going to bug you. The belt itself is about $60. And they have some sizing on these. See, I think it would behoove it to have another clip right here to hold that thing down, but whatever. They have some sizing on this thing basically by waist size. I, right now, am probably a 35-inch waist. So it was 36 and I'm leaning back down. I'm not quite at 34 yet. So I got a belt that went from 34, I think, to 36, 32 to 36. And I barely have any room here. I wish they would have made this belt a lot longer, because this part right here feels fine on me. I just wish I had more slack to tighten it down more. So if I had to do that over again, I'd recommend going up a size, and if it says 32, 36, go ahead and get the 34 to 38 one. But now I feel pretty secure. I'm not worried about this dumbbell messing around. I'm in the middle of my workout, to be honest with you. I just came to chair dips. So chair dips are back like this, and sure, it works your triceps, but I think not as well as a full dip, and especially I'm trying to work chest a lot. So a regular dip does all your triceps, but also you can see the chest movement there. First time I've ever done weighted dips in my life. So 20 pounds is good to start out with. So there you can see it. I just threw on an extra 20 pounds. Now it is unraveling a little bit on me, so that's something we might have to play with. Again, it's better probably if you have a dumbbell, or a plate that you could just hang off this. This is the kettlebell attachment. If you're interested in how this works, go ahead, click here on the video, and I'll send you an interactive link that sends you right to the kettlebell. But this would be ideal, right? Go ahead, throw that in. I can put any weight I want with 2.5 pound increments. Clip this back on, and then I can tighten to get even closer. Now that's way out of the way. Not gonna cause any problems to any important areas. And it allows me to go do those dips. So again, that was one of the first times I've ever done weighted dips. As I get a new product, I show it to you. So I'm gonna go up to 25 or 30 pounds next time around. Probably use this kettlebell because this feels a lot more secure than a dumbbell. Okay, I hope this tip helps. If so, go through the whole playlist. If you want to know even more about me, Click up here to subscribe on the channel. That way you'll get updated whenever there's a new video. If you have any questions about P90X or Beachbody Coaching, please personal message me. I'll get you started to that. I've been doing the business for 9 years, made over $3 million. So I'm one of the veterans in the business for sure. And I can use that, help you with my experience so you don't have to make a lot of mistakes that I did. All right, thanks so much to everybody that watches, and love to everybody that posts and comments. Thank you.